Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Yard and welcome back to some Yard Sale Simulator. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and don't forget to comment, chat, and down below if you're watching on the replay. All that stuff for you is free. Helps me and the channel grow. Alright, now we are getting started here. Yeah, we still got stuff that needs to be done, and I hope y'all are enjoying this series because I definitely am. Alright, we got two more things we can put out. Alright, let's see. Let's open that. Open that. Hello Orc, how you doing? Welcome in. Alright, blue rug. Let's put that down right there. Sell that. Put the motor over here by the other one. Now let's head to... what do we want to do? We'll do a couple yard sales, I guess. Head down this way. We need to go pay our rent at our house anyway, so we'll go do that and then we'll come back down the street. Hello, random viewer. How are you? Good to see you. We're on that grind for the money to buy the expensive houses, so alright. Let's go ahead and pay our bill here. Yep, pay rent. Alright, I did empty out the truck, right? No, I did not. Put it back in there, but because we're going to try to get as much as we can. Battery life 53%. Okay, we still got another battery though. Alright, we're good. And let's see. Let's go check in on our old neighbors here. See what they got. Dumpster real quick. Alright, let's hope they got some good stuff for sale today. Hey Lord Fish, how you doing, brother? Good to see you in this morning. How much is that? No, no thanks. Nope. I want better stuff. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh yeah, just a little bit. I just got through streaming Empyrean with Stormfall, my buddy, and I just decided to go ahead and get started. Don't mind getting a little early start. Alright, don't want that. Eh, why not? We'll take that. Yeah, I don't care about that. What else you got, buddy? Anything good? Not particularly. Alright. Let's see what you got. No. Nope. Nope. You got anything else? No? Alright. Move on to another yard sale. Yeah, my goal is to, I'm only going to be able to stream for a couple hours, so that's why I started a little early. I can stream till about 1:30, and I want to try to capitalize on money today. I'd like to get to 100 grand. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but all right, we will buy that. It's over $100. That, nope. That, nope. What else you got? Nothing. Okay. Thank you. Let's go next door. Alright, we got a keyboard. Yep. We'll take the junk. Always take the junk. I don't know why. I like the junk. Alright, what else you got? Yep, we'll take that. It is very addicting, you are correct. If I hadn't been so sick a couple of weeks back, and then having residual effects from that, I would be a lot further along, because I want to play this game. And I'll be playing Fishton tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I believe. Been anxious to get back into that one too, because I was having a lot of fun. Still don't know that much about it, but I'm gonna keep playing it, because it's a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Not because it's not a good game, but I'm not a big car person, but I am having so much fun playing that game. Just trying to find all the parts and stuff. So hopefully some people will be able to help me with some of that tomorrow. Get me kind of... I want to see about getting a hot dog stand, because, that's right up my alley. I love hot dogs. So I'm a fat guy. Fat guys love hot dogs, if you didn't know. Alright. I think we have hit all the yard sales. So let's go back. Give Casey some more work to do. We'll open up and start making some money. And then at 1-ish, we will, how much room do I have? Oh, I only got one spot. So let's do this first. Alright. Let's go ahead and open that. Alright, that one's in great condition. We'll go ahead and put it out. Those are damaged. This we can put over here. in, Ludi. A chili corn dog? I have, actually. I love chili corn dogs. I love anything with chili on it. You put chili on cornflakes, it's good. Not literally, but I've never tried it on cornflakes. But I would. Okay. What's going on here? There we go. Dining table, wall shelf, race car bed. Okay. Race car bed we can put out. Yeah, I love chili corn dogs though. I actually like, we buy those little mini corn dogs. And is this full? It is. And I will just open some chili hot dog sauce and just pour them over the little corn dogs and eat them. Love them. I love chili though. Chili is one of life's greatest things that was ever invented. Anything else big? That ain't damaged. Alright, we can put all this in here somewhere. Alright, potted plant. We got, let's see, luxury counter. Do we have room? Oh, thank you, Mayhem, for subscribing. Put that there. Like this will sell. I'll just put it on the floor. I know it's damaged, but I needed room. Alright, the rest of it. Alright, that's great. Okay. I'll pick that up if it's not sold by the time we get back. Alright. Damaged. Great. But yeah, it doesn't really take much to get me to eat it. If it's got chili on it, I'll eat it. I love chili. I actually made homemade chili the other night. Got a light. Got a helmet. First edition book here. Another autographed comic book. Oh, that one's dirty. Alright, this one we can put out. Alright, now we can fit the table in there now, so I'll go ahead and pick it up. Alright, let's get this stuff out and then we will open up. Make us a little moolah here. some shoes. Got a camera. Microwave. Another camera over here. We'll put that over here. And then the keyboard, we'll just put it right here too. How are you, man? Thank you. Alright, got a video game. My bookshelf is getting full. These people need to buy some books. I like just about any kind of chili, but I mean, homemade chili is the best. How you doing, Lisa? Good to see you. I love homemade chili, but if I'm gonna buy canned chili, it's either gonna be Castleberry's or Wolf Brand. That's just the two that I really like, and I do Wolf Brand. If I'm gonna eat a can of chili, I will just chili. I'll get the Wolf Brand and eat it, and Castleberry's is what I like on my hot dogs and other things like chili burgers and all that good stuff. But Wolf Brand chili, I eat it, just out of the can because it's pretty decent. So, but I prefer homemade chili, and I make. You've heard of 5-alarm chili. I make 10-alarm chili. So, are you gonna let me put you there? Thank you. All right. I put in the chili I make for myself. When I make chili, I make 2 pots. I make one for my wife and one for me. The one I make has ghost pepper, habanero, jalapeno, serrano, and cayenne pepper, along with other seasonings. I have a pepper seasoning that I make myself that has 5 different kinds of pepper in it that are ground up, like just ground up peppers. So most people can't eat it, the chili that I make for myself, but I love it. The hotter the better. I eat ghost peppers and habaneros on just about everything. Like I cut up habaneros and ghost peppers and eat them on my salads. So I'm a pepper fanatic. I've never had anything that was too hot. I tell people I like my food so hot that you start sweating and your nose starts running before you eat it. So yeah, I love the spice. I would love to go on that Beat the Heat TV show or whatever, because I could smoke those guys. Like literally. I've never had anything that I couldn't handle. Never have found anything. Oh yeah, I'm definitely from the South. I live in Mississippi. I was born in Memphis, but I've lived in Mississippi since my senior year of high school. So, but I love the heat. I've had people buy special hot sauces off the internet and bring them to me just to see if they could burn me, and I just eat it and just keep going, and they're like, "You suck, man." I spent $30 on that bottle of hot sauce, and you could drink it. I like it. I like it hot. I like my food like I like my women. I like them hot. But yeah, I'm definitely from the South. If my voice doesn't give that away. But yeah, live in Mississippi. It's hot as all blazes right now here. The humidity here is horrible, but the people are great. So. Yeah, well, I mean, I get that. There are a lot of people that can't. I haven't tried the hottest gummy bear, but the one chip challenge. My nieces and nephews. I have 2 nieces and 2 nephews that are all teenagers. They all bought me one, and I sat there and ate all 4 of them in front of them, and didn't drink anything, didn't eat anything afterwards. Just ate them, and they were just so mad. Because they thought that was going to get me. But yeah, I haven't tried the gummy bear. But I've done the one chip challenge. I ate 4 of those. I've had the Carolina Reaper peanuts and all that kind of stuff. Almonds. I eat those all the time. I buy the Carolina Reaper almonds. Like, I think I have 4 cans of them here at the house. I love them. But no, I've never tried the gummy bear. I'm not much of a gummy person. My wife loves gummies, but she doesn't like spice like I do. Like, jalapeno to her is as hot as she can go. Jalapenos to me are like candy. Like, I can just sit and eat jalapenos all day. I have bought, like, the big jars of sliced jalapenos that people put on nachos, and I'll pour them in a bowl and just eat them like popcorn while I'm watching a movie. But I haven't found anything I couldn't handle yet. I've tried lots of different hot sauces and things like that. One of my favorite hot sauces, taste-wise, is the Tabasco Scorpion sauce. It's really good. She can go is looking at Pepper's nice. Yeah, my wife, she can do jalapenos. I have broken her from not eating hot things, I guess. All right, let's run to the auction real quick. Get that before we miss the time here. Now, I didn't even hit the one in the red. You're just trying to get some insurance money. But yeah, she used to couldn't eat jalapenos, but I've gradually over time increased her tolerance to heat. Because I'll sneak jalapenos in food. I like it. I mean, jalapenos to me aren't hot though. So.
Oh, put it on the chair. Here? Yeah, we're going to go there. Oh, maple syrup. Maple syrup. Go corn cob. Corn cob. Dun, dun. Put it on the chair. Here? Yeah, we're going to go there. Oh, maple syrup. Maple syrup. Go corn cob. Corn cob. Oh, put it on the chair.
Now, bell peppers. I love bell peppers, but I make stuffed bell peppers, but I put habaneros and ghost peppers in them for myself.
Oh, put it on the chair.
I put jalapenos in them for my wife, but yeah. A lot of my friends tell me I'm insane.
Oh, put it on the chair. Here? Yeah, we're going to go there. Oh, maple syrup. Maple syrup. Go corn cob. Dun, dun. Oh, put it on the chair. Here? Yeah, we're going to go there.
Dun,
oh, maple syrup. Maple syrup. Go corn cob. Corn cob. Oh, put it on the chair. Here?
But the dried pepper stuff that I do, I dry serranos, jalapenos, cayenne peppers, poblano peppers, and Tabasco peppers. And I dry all those together, and then I put them in this huge grinder that I have, and grind them into a spice. And I put that on everything I eat.
Yeah, we'll just go there. Maple syrup. We'll go corner cob. Corner cob through.
Dun dun.
Oh, put it on the chair. What want to chat?
Dun,
Yeah,
dun.
we'll just go there. Maple syrup. We'll go corner cob. Corner cob through. Oh,
Dun,
put it on the chair.
dun.
What want to chat? Yeah, we'll just go there. Maple syrup. We'll go corner cob. Corner cob through. Oh, put it on the chair. What?
Alright, that's everything. Alright, cooperate with me here. There we go. Yep, I like the hot. It like we go to this Mexican restaurant here, and the owner is a good buddy of mine, and he grows ghost peppers, habaneros, serrano peppers, cayenne peppers, poblano peppers, and stuff like that. And I get him to add all those to everything I eat, just about. Like just as much as I can eat, I'd eat it.
Yeah.
I got him to make me fajitas one night that had the ghost peppers and habaneros in it, and when they brought out the sizzling fajita thing, the smoke, I felt bad because the smoke off the fajitas was choking everybody in the restaurant. Like, everybody was coughing, and the poor guy that brought me my plate, I really felt bad for him because his eyes were watering. But I enjoyed it. It was great. I didn't enjoy that everybody had coughing, but the food was amazing. But yeah, I like it hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of food though. Like it doesn't matter if it's as long as it tastes good. I like it. Um, I like my food very seasoned. But I'm not a very picky eater at all. But I do like my spice. Do like my spice. More things here. Uh, uh, I do all the cooking at my house. Me and my wife had we've been married for going on 27 years, and we had an agreement when we got married. I told her I would do all the cooking, she did all the cleaning, and that is that has remained true for almost 27 years. In December it'll be 27 years. But yeah, I can cook anything, and I tell people, like, if you tell me what your favorite recipe is, I can tell you what to put in it to make it better. I have 77 different spices in my spice rack. Yeah, I'm not picky at all. I love just anything. Like, there's only one thing I don't like, and that's beets. I can't eat beets. I feel like I put a mud clod in my mouth every time I put a beet in my mouth, so I just can't eat them. I've tried. My mom has fixed them for me, trying to get me to eat them, and my mom's an amazing cook. But yeah, beets are terrible. They just taste like dirt to me. I can't eat them. I have tried, but I cannot. Because I'll try anything. Like, I've tried just about everything you can imagine. I mean, I've had all different kinds of food. But I do tend to prefer spicy stuff. Why not put the bucket here? Alright. But I haven't tried too many things I didn't like. Like I said, beets is the only thing I've never been able to stomach. I've eaten every other thing you can imagine. I don't prefer, like, tripe and stuff like that, but I will eat it. If I go to somebody's house and they fix it, I'll eat it. But now, if they eat beets, I just apologize and say, I can't. Oh man, I try to be cool. I'm a laid back guy. How you doing, YK? Good to see you. Um, I'm just a laid back country dude, man. I
Yeah.
I I'm a friend of everybody. I don't have any enemies, so I don't meet strangers. I meet potential friends. So, um, but yeah, I'm an easygoing guy. Good. I treat everybody the same. I'm not. There's no. I guess. I mean, I grew up in a Christian home. I used to be a music minister myself before I lost my leg. My dad was a pastor. My mom was the perfect pastor's wife. And she is. My dad was my best friend. I lost him last August and to cancer. But I they taught me at an early age to treat everybody with respect, no matter if they're like you or not. And I've tried to live my life that way. I'm not perfect by any means, but I do just generally treat everybody with respect. And like I said, I don't meet strangers. I meet potential friends. So I do love people, and that's why I started my channel. I'm stuck at home. I am home 95% of the time, and I play games all the time anyway, so I figured why not start a channel and share it with other people. And then I found this amazing community with Lord Fish and Queen Fish, and have made some, you know, I say friends because, I mean, like I said, I don't meet strangers. But I've met a lot of people through them, and their community is amazing. The best community I have found. The only other community that I would even compare to theirs is Canzalone's community, and he's an amazing guy, and his community is amazing. But yeah, they're Lord Fish, Queen Fish. They are super people, and most of everybody I've met through them has been the same way. So, and I'm sure there's others that I haven't met yet, and I'm looking forward to meeting. All right, let's go ahead and close up. It's getting late. Well, we made it to 50,000. Let's get us a little bit of sleep. Oh man, don't you? You're the one I need to thank. You don't need to thank me. I mean, y'all are the ones that made this amazing community and this amazing game. And Fished and I, like I said, I had seen the game before, but it was about cars, and cars aren't usually my thing. But oddly enough, I had so much fun in that first stream, and I hate that I didn't get to stream it last week, but I had migraines for like 3 days last week, and my body was just, I think I only streamed like 14 times. I normally stream about 30 every week. So like half, my streams were cut in half last week. It may not be 30. I think it's actually 24, 27. I do 27 streams most weeks. Alright, we're gonna go over here today, and I did get all the t-shirts last stream, I believe it was. I have got them in my house, and once I buy the big mansion, that's when I'm gonna decorate. So I'm gonna be here for a while to get, but I'm gonna own that house too, the $200,000 house and the $1 million home. But all right, I know there are some garbage cans around here somewhere. We'll do that while we're waiting. There's one in that yard. But yeah, I generally play games until I feel like I've completed them. In this game, they keep adding stuff to it, and there's $1 million house you have to buy. So if you want to call yourself completing the game, I think you have to buy the $1 million house. So, and then I got to decorate it. So yeah, we got a long way to go. Give me just a second while we're waiting here. I'm gonna grab me a drink of water. Yeah, but that being said, I do stream a lot of different games. I don't know how many it is anymore. I've lost count, 16 or 17. And then I make videos on 7 different games and 2 different demos every week. Right now, the demos I'm doing are comic book store and or comic book shop or whatever it's called. And then the other one I'm doing videos on is Tabletop Game Shop Simulator, I think is the name of it. But yeah, mostly simulation games and games like this, you know, where you can make money. I play Storage Hunter. I just started Storage Hunter on hard mode. And I will tell you, if you've played that game, hard mode is real. It is real. Like, it is very... in hard mode, you can actually lose money. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy that game too. Play Storage Dealer Simulator, Farming Simulator. Lots of different games. What else you got, sweetie? No. Nope, I'm looking for the big dollar stuff, but it looks like you got 2 more big dollar items over here. I don't really want the counter though. Oh yeah, I don't really need another one. And I think Lord Fish and Queen Fish knew about me before they made this game, because they have this stuff that's just junk in a box. And like, I used to, years ago, when I was a good bit younger, I had a flea market business, and I loved buying random stuff that you didn't know what it was. It was just like that thing. So like, this game really appeals to me because of that as well. But yeah, I love opening random boxes of stuff and not knowing what's inside. Alright. Let's go hit up a couple more yard sales on the way home. Or on the way back to the shop. Let's get this stuff in there. Yeah, I can't not get the boxes of stuff. Yeah, mystery loot is just I mean, it's awesome. Like, I used to, when me and a buddy had our flea market business, we would buy storage lockers and stuff like that. And it would just, like, when you get a tote, you're just like, what's going to be in it today? You know, it is just that. And then sometimes you get good stuff, and sometimes you're like, man, I wish I wouldn't have opened that. It's just that whole mystery of it. It's kind of like opening a Christmas present, you know? You don't know what they got you, but until you open it. Sometimes it's a good gift, and sometimes it's not. But, yeah, it was... I don't want that, actually. You ain't got much today. I'll take the sunglasses. Yeah, that's a decent game. Alright, we don't want those. What else you got? Yeah, sure. But yeah, I do love the mystery loot. But we used to buy, like, we used to go, we went to auctions, we did, you know, we bought storage lockers. We also went to a lot of yard sales at the end of the day and would just buy everything that they had. And so yeah, this game is definitely it brings me back a few years, 'cause that was a long time ago, and that friend is no longer with us. So it just brings me back. I love it. I can't not get the alien ships. I love the alien ships. I think I'm gonna have about 10 of those in my house. More old stuff. Yep, don't need that. Get all my boxes of junk and put them back in there so I can have them together. Alright. Alright, let's go see what else we got. Any more yard sales? I know there's yard sales on the other part of the map, and I need to start going to different ones. These are just so convenient. Because I know there's supposed to be like an airplane or something you can get. And I don't ever think about going to the barn until it's like too late. Let's see, I don't care for that. Got anything good? Ooh. We'll take that. All right, let's do that. Let's go to the barns. See if we can find anything good there. And any other yard sales. Nothing there. Hey, there we go. There's something expensive. Yep. We'll take that. What else you got? Sure. Okay. Got anything else good? No. Okay. Alright, let's see. There's a barn back this way. Doesn't look like that one's open today. Oop, there's a tree there.
Ooh.
You got pallets for sale. Okay. What you got? Let's run over here. It doesn't look like the barn's open on either one of them today. Nope, no barn. Alright, I think we have hit all the yard sales. So let's head back, go make some money. Let's see. Well, we got a diggy spot here. I think I got some room for that. Yeah. Old guitar. Let's go get our worker in, Casey. And let's see. Oh, that one's good. Alright, what we got here? Damaged. Dirty. Damaged. Great. Ooh, that had a lot of stuff in it. These are all damaged. Yep. Let's get these two items out. We'll open up. Alright, let's open it. Alright, let's see what else we got in our mystery boxes. Rifle, picture frame, comic book. Alright. Why won't it open? Okay. There we go. There's lots more stuff. Alright, we do have a comic book we can put out. Did we open another store? We did. Alright, wanna wait? Alright. Catch up on chat here. Yeah, I have gotten so many Christmas decorations. Oh, cool, Halloween event. Look forward to that. Yeah, I remember one particular storage locker we bought. I think the people specifically put all the stuff in the storage locker just to get rid of it. It was like 17 totes of Christmas decorations. And that's all that was in there. And we made so much money off that stuff at our flea market. It was crazy. Like thousands of dollars off Christmas decorations. It was insane. Because we were so disappointed. Like, we were like, man, it's nothing but Christmas decorations. And then we started, like, researching some of the stuff that was in there, and a lot of it was antique Christmas decorations. And people were paying, like, 30 and 40 bucks a pop for some of those things. And I was in awe. I was like, wow. No longer hate on Christmas decorations in storage lockers, because you can make serious money off of them. But yeah, I think they left it there on purpose, because the owner of the storage locker place, he said they never, after they rented it, they never came back. So I guess they were just wanting to get rid of it, didn't want to take it with them, and that's what they did. And it was to our benefit. We made, I think we paid $250 for the locker, and we probably made $4,000 or $5,000 off of it. Off of Christmas decorations. And we were selling Christmas decorations in July too. That was the thing that was funny about it, because it was in the middle of the summer, and we just started putting them out at the flea market, and yeah, people were buying them like crazy. There's a lot of old, like, Coca-Cola Christmas stuff, and some antique, like, Christmas lights and stuff like that. It was, I was really just surprised at the amount of money we made off that stuff. Alright. I play so many different games, all these buttons are different, and I keep trying to hit the same button for, like, we just got through playing Empyrean, and the buttons do completely different things in that one. So that's the challenge of playing a bunch of games. Alright, let's get these few things out, and then we will go do the auction. Alright, let's go do the auction. We still got a good bit of stuff in there, but maybe we'll be able to get it all.
Oh, put it on the chair. What on the chair? Here? Here, let's go there. Oh, maple syrup. Go corner cup there. Oh, put it on the chair. What on the chair? Here? Here, let's go there. Oh, maple syrup. Go corner cup there.
I don't know if she came to Mississippi. She might have. There were a lot of old ladies that were buying that stuff.
Maple syrup. Go corner cup there. Oh, put it on the chair.
I mean, it was insane though, because like I said, we bought that locker in July,
Go corner cup.
and we we started just putting random stuff out and researching, because we researched all our stuff, like especially stuff we weren't familiar with. We'd go on eBay and other places and look at prices of things, and it just turned out that all those Christmas decorations were antiques. And but yeah, we would just research, like we'd take, like, 150 to 200 items home every time we did our flea market. That we had at the flea market, we had there were booths. We had two different booths. We had one that we sold out of, and one that was basically just storage. And we would take like 150 to 200 items home in between flea market days and just research what they were worth, and we'd price them. And it was just like everything we got was between 30, 40, 50 bucks. Even there was a couple of Christmas ornaments we had that were like worth $140, and I was just shocked. And we sold every bit of that stuff in the month of July. Like, we didn't have any of it left. Like, people were buying Christmas decorations in July, which was hilarious to me. But that's the thing about flea markets. There's always people wanting what you have. Alright, what we got? Okay. But yeah, it was... There were a lot of older women buying that stuff, I will say that. There was a couple older gentlemen that bought some things too, but most of it was grandmas. And older ladies. Me personally, I hate decorating for holidays. I love holidays. Love them all. I hate decorating, and it's not because I don't like decorations. It's because I hate having to take them down. Like, my idea of a Christmas tree, and it drives my wife insane, but my idea of a Christmas tree is to put it up and leave it there all year. And just, like, put it in a room you're not using. I know that sounds horrible, but I hate taking decorations down. I don't mind the decorating part, it's the taking them down I hate. My mom, like, that's her favorite part of most holidays, is the decorating, and it's my least favorite. But I mean, I do it anyway because it's my wife and I do whatever she wants. That whole phrase, happy wife, happy life, is true. And if you're struggling in your marriage, that's why you gotta keep the wife happy. But yeah, my wife is my best friend as well, so I'll do anything she wants. But yeah, it was insane. I just never anticipated all those Christmas decorations being worth so much money. But I guess a lot of people feel that way about sports cards and things like that. Why is a piece of cardboard worth $300 or $400? And it's because somebody wants to buy it. May not really be worth that to a lot of people, but some people will pay an insane amount of money for certain things. So, and I know all about baseball cards because I collected them through my early 20s. Me and my best friend used to go around the country every summer, going to minor league ballparks, and we went to every minor league ballpark in the country, and some of them in Canada, over 3 summers. And that was back when Derek Jeter and people like that were in the minors, so we got so many autographs of different people. And when I lost one of my jobs because the company downsized, they fired like 150 employees out of 250, and I lost that job. I sold stuff on eBay, and I made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on sports collectibles, and could do that now if I wanted to, but I just have no desire to do it. It takes too much time, and I'd rather play games and share funny stories and life events and stuff like that with people. I'm not about money. Money doesn't really make a big deal to me. Okay. There are always ways to make money. But I make enough with my disability to pay the bills and my wife's job, so we're happy. We don't want for or need anything, and I think that's what's most important. As long as you can live your life without struggle, it doesn't matter how much you have. It's about what you consider enough. No hate on anybody that thinks they got to make tons of money, because I used to think that way. But I've learned that I can live off a lot less and still be greatly happy. So, like I said, I just play video games and have fun with people now. Greatest job ever. It's not really a job, but I make it like a job because I work so many hours doing this. But like I said, wouldn't trade it for anything. And I wouldn't meet all these people that I've met if I didn't do it, so. Okay. Oh yeah, I definitely kept stuff for myself. Like, I have at my mom's got a big storage room at her house, and I've got stuff from the yard sale / flea market business that I kept. A lot of old sports things that we picked up. Like, I have a football from the 1940s. It was autographed at one time, but you can't read the name because it had been, like, not taken care of. But it's just a nostalgic thing, you know, just to have that old literal pigskin football. And I have a lot of stuff like that. I did keep some of the antique stuff. I gave a few of the antique Christmas decorations to my mom. Come on, people. I need through here. So she's got some of that stuff too, but I I didn't keep a lot of it. I did keep some. Alright, what we got? The table. Couch. That's dirty. Alright, I guess that was it. Yep, all that's dirty and damaged. But yeah, I did keep some stuff. My friend that, you know, my partner that we worked together doing, he kept way more than I did. He kept quite a bit of stuff. But he has, like, a room in his house that he kind of, we called it the yard sale corner, and it was all stuff that we picked up from auctions and yard sales and stuff that he kept, and just kind of, I don't want to say decorated the room with, but just kind of had it all set out like you would in an old antique shop. But it, you know, he didn't sell any of it. He just kind of arranged it in there like that, and we called it the yard sale room because we promised him that his wife would one day sell it all in a yard sale. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that. And we made good money at it. You know, I would say we probably we probably made about 65% profit on most things that we got. Because we wouldn't buy things. Now, yard sales and storage lockers, you never know what you're going to get. That's just a gamble, I guess you could say. But when we go to auctions, we knew what we were buying before we bought it. There were a lot of things that we didn't buy because we knew we wouldn't make money off of it. And to us, if we weren't making at least 50% profit, it wasn't worth it. Because it takes a lot of time. A lot of people don't realize that, but people who do flea markets and things like that, unless they're just like a one specific type item thing that they do, it takes a lot of time to get all that stuff together and research prices and all that good stuff. And that's, how we made our money, was making sure that, hey, you were kind of stuck in here by my vehicle, aren't you? Okay. That's how we made our money, was, by buying things we knew we could turn around for profit, for good profit. Of course, the yard sales and stuff like that, that's what we called our filler stuff, like, because we sold clothes and all kind of things. Like, we didn't really care what we made off the clothes. We had these bags that we would give people and told them to fill up the bag for $5. They were like these, I don't want to call them burlap bags, but they were kind of burlap bags. I think they were used for produce, and they would hold quite a bit of clothes, but we had so many, and we would just sell them for $5 just to get rid of them. We didn't try to make money off the clothes, because that would have been nuts to try to price all the clothes we got. Because every yard sale you go to, people have clothes, it seems like. And we just didn't care about the clothes. Like, the clothes were just extra. But we looked at it as a way to where, people who, a lot of people who go to yard sales, they have a need for cheap things like that, and so clothes was one of those things where we're like, you know what, should give them a bag. We got as many of those bags as we wanted, because a friend of ours, the business he was in, he always had those empty bags, and we'd get 40 or 50 of them from him every few days, and so we just let them do that. So the clothes, like, we probably could have made gobs more money off the clothes, but we just didn't care. Clothes were one of those things we didn't want to sort through. Alright, one more item here. We got a lot of items that day. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, and like I said, that's one of the things I love about this game, is it brings back those memories, and it just, makes me reminisce. And of course, like I said, my buddy's not with us anymore, and so it reminds me of those good days. He died early, young. He was really young. 37, I think, when he died. It was just a freak thing. Nobody knew what happened. They never could figure out how he died, like what caused him to die. Because according to the coroner that did the autopsy, everything in his body was normal. Just no explanation whatsoever. So that's one of those things you just, what do you do? 37 years old, just died. Alright. Poopy pants. Yeah, that would suck. Have to deal with stuff like that. Oh no, man. It was hard, but I mean, I don't I don't focus on negative stuff. I mean, I miss him. He was a good friend. Like, his kids are my god kids, and you know, I still have a good relationship with him. And his wife kind of went off the deep end. It kind of destroyed her. She kind of went crazy and didn't talk to people anymore. She became like a, for lack of a better description, a hermit. She just didn't go out of the house anymore. Her kids basically had to raise themselves. I went and got them all the time because she didn't. Which, I mean, I could imagine if my wife died suddenly like that with no explanation, I'd be lost. Like I said, she's not only my wife, she's my best friend, so it would be hard. But I don't focus on negative things. I always find a positive in those situations, and the positive in that situation was I got to have a really good relationship with his kids. And since we didn't have any kids of our own, we did adopt a teenager. Well, I don't say adopt. We took her in because she's legally, we're not her parents, but she lived with us from the time she was 16 till she got married, and her kids are my grandkids. But we didn't have kids of our own back then, and so I got to basically help raise his. And they still have a good relationship with me. So, like I said, I don't focus on negative. Oh, it's time to go to sleep. Okay. Like I said, I look at the positive stuff. All right. And I think we're gonna not. Why am I holding that? All right, let's get these things put out. We're gonna go looting today. Did she get everything done? Yep. We're gonna go looting today because our shelves are getting kind of low. So we're not gonna spend any money. We're just gonna go out and get stuff. So we'll hit the dump, we'll go to the beach, do some fishing, do some lock picking. Alright. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Ludi. Alright. No extra one out of this one, apparently. Yeah, you gotta buy the cafe. That is true. I bought it and just sold everything out of it, and you make about half your money back. Because I didn't want my shop to be there. I didn't want to sell stuff out of it. I like the shops in the middle of town better. But I mean, it would be a good place to set up and sell things if you wanted to live over that way. Oh, you're not going to be generous to me today, huh? Caught a couple of things from here last time. Alright, let's move on down the beach. go to the cabins after we get this. Let's look here and see what we got. We got cast iron pan, dumb barbell, lamp, barbell, saw, clock, grillmeister, revolver, TV, another clock, single edged sword, anchor, army helmet, and a radio. Not too bad for fishing and diggy spots. The diggy. Oh no, I was not in the military. I didn't want to lose enough. I didn't want to lose the weight that I was going to have to lose. I was going to go into the military. They recruited me hard, but I was about 100 pounds over what they wanted me to do, and that was too much for me to have to. It was more than I wanted to. More than I wanted to lose at the time. So I wasn't ever in the military. I have a lot of family in the military. Matter of fact, my cousin went in the military after high school and never left. He's been there. Well, he'll probably have to retire soon. I don't know what mandatory retirement is, but he's been in there for over 20 years, I know. He was a little bit younger than me, but I know he stayed in Afghanistan for like 14 years. Every time his unit was getting, oh come on. Every time his unit was, wow, never broken this many, was getting to come home, he would sign up with a different unit so he could stay. But yeah, that's all he's ever done. Only job he's ever had. But no, I like I said, they wanted me to join because I think I was the third highest score in the state when I took the ASVAB test. And they wanted me to join, but they wanted me to lose like 100 pounds, and I was like, no thanks. That's a lot of work. I'm a big supporter of the military. I just never was in it. Had I not had to lose the weight, I would have definitely joined. But yeah, it was a little bit much. Come on. You're not going to let me... Oh, am I full? No. It looks like a fishy coin, but I guess I can't pick it up. Alright, let's go here. Yeah, I've always been a big guy. And like I said, they just wanted me to lose more weight than I wanted to. Oh wow, broke my last lockpick. Alright, well, we're about full anyway. So let's go back to the shop, drop stuff off. We'll go ahead and hire Casey, and then we'll go to the junkyard. We'll hire Casey and let her get to cleaning some of this stuff. But no, never was in the military. Like I said, they wanted me, but wanted me to lose more weight than I cared to lose at that age. And I was just like, no, thanks. I did go to college. I had a full ride. I played in the band. I played trumpet. I actually play all musical instruments except for the oboe and the bassoon. Those are the only two I never learned how to play. I can play every other band instrument you can think of. I majored in music. And my band director in college made me learn how to play everything because he wanted me to be a band director, which I didn't want to be. So, but you know, it was fun learning how to play everything. So. Yep. Alright, dirty. Yeah, I got you. It's all good. Okay. I'm gonna be here till about 30 more minutes, about 1:30 Central Time. My wife gets off then, and I'm cooking lunch for her since she's been at work all day. So, and then I will be streaming 2 Point Museum at 4 p.m. 4 or 5. I may push it back to 5. Because I have a couple of things I need to do this afternoon, and then I'll be playing I think Farming Simulator tonight at 8:30. So I stream a lot, but yeah, this one I'm gonna have to stop about 1:30 because I need to get lunch started for her. She probably hadn't eaten anything today because she had to be at work at 8. She don't like eating in the mornings, so. How much we got left in here? Alright. You know what? I think we can probably get most of the stuff from the junkyard in our inventory. And then we'll come back and do this. Alright. We'll just run to the junkyard. Give her time to do all that. So we'll get through this day and probably open up our store tomorrow and just do that in the auction, and then we'll just see how much money we can be at. But yeah, Tuesday's stream, I guess mid-morning stream you could call it, is a little bit shorter than most of my streams because she gets off work early, and so that's the day we go and do like stuff that we need to go do outside of the house, which is one of the few days I get out of the house. So okay, sure thing. But like I said, I'll be streaming 2 Point Museum, most likely at 5, because we've got to go do a few things, and I may not be able to get back before 4. So I'll probably go ahead and change it to 5 o'clock. So I'll do it from like 5 to 8, and then I'll do Farming Simulator from like 8:30 to whenever I get sleepy. I don't really put a time limit on my late night streams because it depends on. I normally get a nap in the afternoons, but I probably won't get that today. So the stream, but I usually stream for at least 2 hours on that stream. And then tomorrow I am streaming, I don't remember what my early morning stream is, but I'm streaming Better Mart at 10:30 with Savage Shorty, which is one of my good supporters. And then I'm doing Fishton at 1 o'clock, and that will probably go from about 1 till about 3:30 or so. Not real sure, but that's probably what I'm gonna stream until about 3:30. It just depends on tomorrow's my wife's day off, and it depends on if she wants to go anywhere before we go to church. But most likely 3:30. But I am going to be streaming Fishton tomorrow afternoon, so my morning stream will go from 10:30 till about 12, or my mid-morning stream. Because I'll have to fix lunch and everything before the 1 o'clock stream. So, and then tomorrow night at 8:30, I will be doing American Truck Simulator. Yeah, I play a lot of different games. Like I said, it's over 20, probably close to 25 different games I play between videos and streaming. Because I still do three videos every day too. Yep, another fishy coin. Oh, let me get that. Oh, that was just a dollar coin. I thought it was a fishy coin. Alright, so let's get back to our shop. and get all this stuff cleaned up. We'll stop by our other house up here and pay our rent. But yeah, I usually stream 3 to 4 times a day. Sundays being the exception. I generally only stream twice on Sunday, and early afternoon and then late at night, because I have church and then choir practice after that. So unless we're not having church or my wife or me are sick, I'm always going to be there on Sundays. But I forgot to pay my rent. I'll do it later. We'll run back down there while she's cleaning stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not talking very much. My throat is kind of dry. That one's dirty. So the rest of those must be dirty. Oh, that one's not. We got a truck full of stuff too. Alright, getting close here. Alright. What time is it? 4:30? let's go pay our bill real quick. Yes, please hit the thumbs up button. It does help, especially a small channel like mine. It helps tremendously. Alright, got all that in there. Put out these couple more items. And we'll put out this dresser over here. We'll just go to sleep and we'll wake up in the morning, rehire her back, let her keep working. And we're going to open up right away. Alright. Let's open up both our stores. Sorry about that. I just had a coughing fit. My throat is really dry today. Catch up here. So if you ever decide to rent again or start over, I think I shall see if I can name something like Pay 200 now. That way when my mail comes, it'll tell me how much before I look. That's pretty funny. I like that. I like that. That's clever. Alright, let's see how much money we can make without spending anything today. Sell it all, and then we'll next time, which is gonna be probably when did I pencil that in? I'm still working on my streaming schedule. probably Friday early morning, 7ish, 7:30, somewhere in there. I'll probably be streaming this again. My cat's trying to knock things over. He's being cantankerous. Or as my mama calls it, cat tankers. Quit, Mandy. Quit. Yeah, I was trying to keep the store organized, but it's getting a lot harder to do that. Because I don't like having to move things. So I'm just trying to fill up shelves one at a time. Alright, what we got here? I will eventually have it organized. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it permanently. I have an idea, I just don't know if it'll work. Like I want it to. Let's get the lawnmower put out in here. Alright, everything is for sale. She is done with everything. I think what we're going to do here real quick. We're going to sell these shelves and move everything over here. I think I know what I want to do now. Been thinking this whole time of how I want to set up the store as far as all the shelves and all that goes. I think I have a plan. Now, as far as organization goes, I'm still working on that, but alright, let's get all that back for sale. Hi, Shuggy, what's up? Sorry, I hadn't been reading chat. I've been thinking. Glad you joined in. Let's get all this stuff. We'll sell that shelf. Alright, we'll come over here. Putting stuff down. Yeah, I have an actual plan now, so it'll take me a few streams to get it into fruition, but I will. You believe in me, Shuggy. I appreciate that. I'm glad somebody does. Oh. No, I have a lot of people that believe in me. Truth be told. I am very blessed. So, okay. I just gotta move a couple more shells. I'll have it kind of like I want. Then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna organize later. But okay, so this one. Yeah, we'll move this one. Thanks for all those kind words. I appreciate it. Alright. Okay, so yeah, let's get this stuff off of here. Yep, I want to pick it up. And we're going to put this shelf right there. And then pick that one up.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's pick that up. Alright, now we can put all this little stuff over here. almost at the end of this day, and my wife just texted and said she was on her way home, so it was perfect timing. Finish this up. I can get started cooking. Let's go ahead and close that one. See if we got anybody over here. I don't even think we have anything left to sell over here, do we? Oh yeah, the bucket. You want to buy the bucket, or did you just come in here for no reason? You want to buy the bucket? No? Okay. You sure? I mean, getting the left shoes is perfect for me because I only have a left foot, so I don't mind getting the left shoes. It's all the right shoes that are useless to me. See, like these right steel toe shoes that I have, all these right shoes, I don't have a right foot. They're no good to me. I need the left shoes. Why? Why is it that way? Why can't I get a left shoe? I'm kidding. Alright, but guys, I do appreciate y'all being with me here today. This is Rock. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and also don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free. It helps me and the channel grow, and I do appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far. You guys rock. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Take care.